Now, there are plenty of sad backstories in One Piece. Oda loves to make his characters suffer, I don't know. But when watching the most recent episodes of One Piece, Kuma really stands out as one of the saddest. Cause while some may have been enslaved, others may have lost loved ones, or chose to sacrifice themselves for others, which is all no doubt sad, but Kuma's backstory is all of the above. A kind soul who was willing to sacrifice himself if it meant giving the people he loved the world. And the world saw that and delivered him dirt in return. Kuma was born in the Sorbet Kingdom as, by all means, a normal kid. A little, well, a lot, on the large side, but hey, we don't judge. He was normal to everyone except the government. You see, in the world of One Piece, there are hundreds of different races. There's giants, fishmen, the minks, lunarians, the list goes on. And it turns out Kuma's father is a very rare, nearly extinct type of race called the Buccaneer. And so Kuma is also a Buccaneer. And that's bad because the government is actively trying to kill all members of that race. Now, why, you may ask? Well, because apparently they committed a grave crime and need to be punished for it, which we all know. So from the young age of 4, the government arrived at Kuma's house and took away Kuma's mom and enslaved him and his dad. And even worse, enslaved to celestial dragons. And let me tell you about celestial dragons. They are no good, bottom of the barrel, scum, pieces of shit. I cannot stand them. Like, I just wish Luffy would have just punched that celestial dragon to death. The way I see it, an admiral is coming either way. Might as well get your money's worth. Celestial dragons are people who are descendants of the people who founded the world government. And for some reason, just because they're related, the world government treats them like gods. Whatever they want, the world government gets it for them. They want someone dead? The world government will make sure they're dead. If they want someone as a slave, you guessed it, the world government will make sure they are a slave. These people can just look at any random person and on a whim just say, oh yeah, I want that person to be my wife. And the world government makes it happen, with no regard for the woman. So with this knowledge, Kuma being enslaved to these people, you can already know how he was living. He was treated like shit, got whooped, yelled at. But worst yet, both of Kuma's parents end up dying. His mom died because, well, I actually don't really know why, they never said, but I can imagine it wasn't pretty. And his dad, he was just trying to cheer him up, and the celestial dragon shoots him. So Kuma, seeing the situation, wants to get the hell out, and he does just that in his next development in God Valley. In this area, the celestial dragons were holding a human hunting contest, where contestants basically have to hunt down humans for points, and Kuma was supposed to be one of those people getting hunted. But Kuma was not having none of that, so he broke out, met Ivankov and Ginny, received the pawpaw fruit, which is like top 5 coolest devil fruits, and through all the chaos was able to return to his homeland in Sorbet. There he lived a relatively normal life with Ginny. As he grew up, he became a caretaker of sorts, taking care of the church he grew up in as well as the locals living in the area. And he was built for it too, because the pawpaw fruit has the power to take pain away from anyone. But there was a catch. The pain still has to go somewhere. And every night, Kuma would take the pain of every person and put it on himself. Good ass dude. Fast forward a bit and Kuma and Ginny joined the Revolutionary Army. Everything was going pretty decent, until it wasn't. Ginny gets abducted, and I'll just let you take a wild guess on who was behind the kidnapping. That's right, celestial dragons. These assholes have taken Kuma's mom, Kuma's dad, and now Kuma's girl. And that's tough. 2 years after Ginny's abduction, we find that she's no longer held captive by the celestial dragons. So her and her newly born child are free, which would be great news for them and Kuma, except she also has a life-ending disease. Sapphire scale disease. So yeah, Kuma never gets to see her again. But she did leave behind her child Bonnie, and Kuma, being the good Samaritan that he is, decides to raise Ginny's child. Ginny passed down the disease to Bonnie, so now Bonnie also has sapphire scale disease. And no matter how many doctors visit Bonnie, no one seems to have a cure for this disease, until they meet Vegapunk. And I mean, if anyone would know how to solve a problem, it's this guy. I mean, look at his forehead. It's almost as big as Stephen A. Smith's. His brain's gotta be big. So Vegapunk could cure Bonnie, but in return, Kuma has to donate some of his blood to help make clones of himself for the government. Which is fair enough. Finding a cure ain't no easy feat, and after, Kuma and Bonnie will finally get to live together worry-free. But you saw the title, of course, this does not happen. Cause once again, the world fucking government just has to get involved one more time. Get their grimy little hands on anything good happening for this man. So the world government calls and basically tells Kuma, in order for Vegapunk to cure Bonnie, he has to give up his free will and become a mindless robot for the world government. And yeah, that's basically how we got the mindless robot Kuma we see today. Tragic. As I'm recording this, Kuma's backstory is still ongoing in the anime, but I didn't want to wait any longer. I think I've seen enough of this man's backstory. The world government, I always knew they had to stick up their ass, but like, this is just one more thing to show me how evil they are, especially in this latest episode, like ripping up Kuma's letters to Bonnie. Like, why are you doing this? Genuinely, what do you gain from doing this? And lastly, apparently Bonnie has Luffy's powers? I'm not too sure how that works. Anyway, Celestial Dragons need to get a BTA ASAP. Kuma did not deserve this. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.